Hi everyone, welcome to another Tuesday stream. We skipped it last week because I was swimming in a warm Croatian seas. But today we are back. Last week before the big ELMS update, right? Hi Pierre, hi Alan. Got a cold season in Montreal. And to be honest, I've heard some people in Slovenia with flus and stuff as well, so yeah, I guess it's the September things. Right, so I think stream is operational and functional and everything works fine. My headset is charged. Let's load the setup. Let's add... Come on. Wait, actually. Let's add a bit of fuel because it's fuel times 2 here. And let's drive. Did a lap or two in practice, so I think I know what I'm doing, but not fully sure. The AMG is quite a nice car to drive, like straight out of the box. It doesn't drive like a big problem like some other cars. Pierre, it's Logitech webcam, like this main one. Streamcam, sorry. Logitech Streamcam, of course, yeah. Silly names. Of course it's a Streamcam, but it's also named a Streamcam. Hi Stefano. Ah. Yeah, I got confused by the shadow on the ground, but I decided to turn on some shadows today. I put the shadows to medium and blur to optimal. And I even put special effects from low to medium, so... let's get rid of that track map. So for the time being, FPS is stable at 138. But I was like, we're gonna have a nice sunset at Monza, so why not enjoy a little bit more of visual... Well, I mean, hopefully visual spectacle, but at the same time, hopefully not a visual horror of a stutter show because of big FPS drops. I think it should be fine. I think I've heard that shadows are mostly on the CPU, and CPU is not a problem for me, but GPU is the limiting factor. Hi Joao, esports line in sector 2. Wait. It's already getting a track limit. You mean the esports line of abusing the track limits? I don't even know, like I just arrived here, I don't know how people drive this on default cuts. Anyway. Actually, it's not true that I just arrived here. I've spent the whole weekend here. Well, the whole Sunday. Struggling with the BMW hypercar. Getting crashed out. Tires still cold. I think I fueled up just a little bit too little for the final lap. 3.4. Yeah, I could... I mean, actually, I probably won't have even time to start the 4th lap. So all good. On the double right-hander you can go wide for the second one. For this one, yeah? I do remember that, but my plan A is to stay on track, like pointing into the correct direction. And then if I feel comfortable, I'll try to explore the track surroundings. On the entry for the... yeah, I do remember that, yeah. It's been a long time since I've last drove there. Like, that much off track. Come on, grip. 69 Celsius. Well, this lap will still be a bit cold, but next one will be fine. Yeah, the shadow kind of forms as I go, so it looked like that shadow starts from the left side and draws underneath that bridge from left to right. I drive like I got behind the steering wheel for the first time. Let's hit some apexes. But I told myself, let's give the AMG another go. It's kind of a nice car, if not on the fixed setup, on some tracks. Is that a provisional pole even? Well, people are gonna improve still. Ah, yeah, okay, it goes green, right? Actually, let's... that was a mess. Let me save fuel and then do the last one, rather. While keeping the heat in the tire. Hi, Penicillin. It's been... well, it's not a bad day. It's been very rainy outside, it's been a very slow day. I tried to do some stuff, it took ages. But it's fine. I still like to have a little bit of sunny weather, like I'm not like... mentally, I'm still in the middle of the summer, so I still need a little bit of hot, sunny days to feel better. But eventually, the fall will be here. So anyway, hopefully you are doing all right as well, or even not just all right, but good or even great. Fog incoming. Oh yeah. The classic Ljubljana fog. Although it's getting better from year to year, I think. I think I saved enough fuel to make this lap now, potentially. Well, 6 point... actually, maybe that's a problem. Underfueled. Yeah, I'm underfueled for the last lap. Whew. Well, it's the eSport setup from Go Setups. Should have again taken the safe one. I think it's just the TC being quite open. Tight gaps in top 5. I wish I had fuel. Okay, let's take the esports break. Was that esports enough? But well, this car rotates on this setup. Like it's a very different car to the struggling understeer AMG that I tested when it was released. Right, fuel. It's gonna be spot on, I think. 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. Yeah, I even lifted coasted too much. Well, that's a comfortable pole. Ow. Gonna take that. No, Merc, I don't think the Merc is really overly quick around here. I think the Porsche is really good and the Corvette. But I just took it just to experiment, and then I noticed that many people are in the AMG actually. It's a really good car to just pick and drive, especially on a solid setup. Where are you? Why do I have... Eh? Ah, that was a bug. Let's load. I'm still fed up that when you click load, this window doesn't disappear. The tires are fresh. So it's gonna be... it's fuel times 2, so it's gonna have a pit stop. And I'm gonna probably lose the lead like always, while trying to avoid carnage. Let's see. Yeah, the Corvette is actually a really quick car. On some tracks it's crazy good. It will require to be bopped even a little bit, but it really requires a special approach to the setup. It has really crazy rotation in the corner, and it has great acceleration, I think. I'm not sure about traction control. It's a bit on the lower side for my liking, but that's fine. Maybe +1 click on each, because I don't feel too e-sporty today yet. Thank you, Simbego. Oh, there you go. It required a reset. Yeah, 0.0 wouldn't be too great, right? Oh, why am I getting baited by this again? Didn't happen for months. Here we go. Okay. Already a big dive from nowhere. There is a smoke, but there is not a car. Ah, there is a car. There is another car. I got crashed here already 2 days ago. Please not again. Yeah, there we go. Like, I cannot defend the pole position around any track, for whatever reason. But still alive, no damage. Almost got crashed into the rear by that speeding LMB2. Championship race is at Monza. Okay, well, 3 positions to gain. Alright, there are still several LMP2s behind, yeah. That was a bit too wide. I would need to add something on the rear to aid the high-speed rotation, but I mean, this track is weird for the setup. It's like Eau Rouge and Spa. You can destroy the setup completely. The battery warning because I have the wrong dash. You can destroy the Spa setup completely by fixing Eau Rouge bottoming, and then you're grinding on the packers everywhere else. Same here, you can optimize the setup for the last corner to have the rotation, but then every other corner is messy. It's very hard to get a good compromise. Especially on GT3s that don't have a front wing. That was an LMP2. What's going on? So many stationary LMP2s. Yeah, I didn't have a good attack chance yet, so I just lifted out of it. But I see people ahead are saving more than I. Okay, there's a gap. Thank you. That's also just AMG things. And now I get a cut. Half a point, I lifted. Maybe not enough. But yeah, late exit understeer. Quite an AMG thing. Yeah, like the Mustang, Nicholas, I'm so confused about the Mustang. Supposedly, like, I mean, if you remember the Kota 6-hour race, the mouse guys completely killed it. I mean, killed it, like, they pulled off the greatest race for the Mustang ever and won ahead of the Lambo. And then I don't know if is it the default setups that are bad, or is it just Mustang Kota Bob that's great, or combination of both, or what, or maybe it's just a slow quali and great race car. What am I watching? Yeah, guys, like, this is LMP2. Now, you know what happens next week? We get LMP3. We will have races with LMP3s, which are closer by pace to GT3s than LMP2s. It's gonna be great. There will be some challenges, like, can I win ELMS multi-class? Or like, can I beat all the LMP3s with a GT3? Maybe. Maybe it's possible, maybe not. I mean, LMP3 will surely end it in any kind of multi-class. Yeah, so I believe the timing is set in such a way that this week we end all the championships, and then the big update comes on the Tuesday next week. Right, closing in on that battle for the lead. The LMP2 behind understood that it's not a corner to dive. Portimao is terrible track for streaming because it's not possible to read the chat really. Fuji... Wait, Fuji... Is it next week? Could be. I don't really remember, to be honest. I do remember talking about it, but I completely forgot when WEC has the event. Oh, a nice battle. He's gonna send it on the inside. Do you understand how much fuel I have just saved? Beautiful. Copy. I mean, I want to go for the lead here, but every lap I'm battling LMP2s. Again, it's gonna be even crazier with LMP3s. So 28th is 28. Yeah, that's a Sunday. Yeah, so that's the weekend. Oh, that LMP2 is really trying to battle us hard. I don't know. AI content. AI on maximum aggression on 85% strength, right? Hi Song Huang. Yeah, I don't know what the LMP2 is doing, but I hope that was the last one. Well, I say the last one, but the LMP2 leaders are now coming to lap us soon. Right, time to find the gap. Now that there is not LMP2 impeding me. My fuel ratio is a bit off. Had to lift out of it because the AMG understeer, but just enough overspeed. Hug the apex, beautiful. And the LMP2s are still not done. And he's around. Okay, on to the leader. Gold SR but bronze DR. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Given how easy it is to gain SR. We had quite some discussions about it in different Discords. So I wonder if at some point it's gonna be recalculated. It rotates just spot on. It's so insane how a good setup can transform the experience. I mean, I wouldn't to drive it at Spa because at Spa I struggled the most on the release day. There was this Spa open race, Spa fixed actually. Was it months ago? When did the MG actually release? Together with the Valkyrie, right? That was one of the most horrendous sim racing experiences. I just couldn't turn the car. But with setup like this, it's so nice. I find it really hilarious about the DRs. I mean, I kind of laughed about it. That's a bit too much rotation, almost too much over the curb. I laughed at some streams some time ago. That I don't know, 2 months ago, like top 10 were all gold 1, gold 2, even some gold 3. But now you join, you register for an event and there is like 2 or 3 gold ones. Not because all the gold drivers are leaving, but because everybody has lost the gold DR. Because 2-3 races with incidents and you're straight to silver 2 or something. I'm still keeping the gold one somehow. I had some great chances of losing it, but I kind of recovered from getting the worst of it. Is a Smurf account already a thing? I mean, you know, with esports slowly developing and with upcoming LMVS, like Le Mans Virtual Series that's being teased, maybe it's gonna be important to have a good DR, so in that case it makes sense. And that's, I mean, it's silly from one aspect, but from the other aspect, everyone should do it, so studio has double the resources to develop things further. Not sure if you need you probably need like a secondary Steam account for it, right? And here is David, the sole gold 3 survivor, right? Hi David. I think there is... who was it? I think somebody else was on gold 3 for some time. I know that... was it Ciclari? But then he went to silver as well. Ah, Sander, of course. Maybe I race him today. He does sometimes the advanced WEC experience race that I'm gonna do after this. Is Platinum 1 on DR even a viable achievement at this stage? I'm not sure how many dailies or championship races you have to win. Take the curb, stay tight, and then it's easy flat on the exit. Yeah, I don't want to know what happens if David DNFs. That's gonna be minus 100% or something. LMP2 leader showing how it's done. But well, he's not under pressure, so... And I say that and he misses the apex. "17 victories. Oof. And then you can buy the Smurf account, right? Well defended. If I had some other car, I would carry more speed on the switchback, but I don't know how to make this AMG grip on the front. Is it the time for a classic? It is time for a classic. Thank you. I don't know what is it about Portimao. Like, even if you're on the inside and if you're defending, even if you consciously know what happens at turn 1, you're still gonna do it. It's impossible to avoid it. It's impossible. Like, you're gonna run off. Brake 200 meters earlier, you'll go off track. It's impossible to defend. Although I think I saw once or twice, actually. I mean, you know, if you do the homework and practice the defense line and get the brake marker where you actually have to brake on the defending line, then it's good, but nobody does it. I think the LMP2 got scared. He had the space to turn in, but I was understeering slightly towards him. LMP2 is behaving quite well indeed. I cannot complain. Now time to calculate how many laps are we gonna get. And then we hope we box before the less behaving LMP2s from P10 onwards catch us. Yeah, so that was 13 laps. I'm gonna do 14. And then it's 8 to go, but whoopsie. But we are the slower class, so could be 15. Wait, what am I saying? I was thinking about the correct things, but the numbers were completely wrong. So, it's lap 14, we're gonna get 8 more laps. Or 9, yeah, it's gonna be 9 laps in worst case. Guys, just wait 2 more corners. Let me box. Then battle it out on track. I mean, I never defend like that, but I'm just trying to survive. Box, 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 box. Could it be 10 laps? 67. Nah. This is fine. Okay. Let's see how much others refuel. If somebody is going more aggressive with the strat, they could emerge ahead but then have to fuel save. I didn't check my clutch release or clutch bite. Oh, spot on. Oh, they added extra lap. But I'm surely fine on fuel, right? Where have they all gone? Like the gaps just went crazy. Did they change tires? Not gonna help them with 13 minutes to go. But alright, well, if I don't fully mess this up, it should be smooth sailing with occasional LMP2 avoidance. Wish there was a function on the OBS or YouTube chat that I would just be able to click a button and display all the unread messages again. But Portimao is really tricky to read the chat because there is corner after corner, and even when there is no corner, you're basically still cornering, or at least going up and down heavily and then having to focus if there is a car after a crest or not. Like here you cannot read the chat because there could be a car stationary here. And here you can just briefly read the chat because there could be a car like slowly moving after the dip here, or like on the downhill. I'm glad I took the AMG for this race. I never expected I would actually enjoy driving it, but it works well. Yeah, it is a roller coaster circuit, and it's a genius circuit in my opinion. it feels too tiny for like high-end races, but it's actually really big and really wide, and even the F1 cars do extremely well around here when it comes to creating a good race. That 2020 race was really good, I think. Well, I'll let you through. Just this exit understeer is still present, but yeah, you need to have. Actually, it's a bit of a problem. Like if you have a clean corner, you brake into it, rotate on the brakes, but if you lift out of the corner on the entry, then you're kind of left out without any potential rotation. Just have to coast. It was that Kimi start, right? Was it actually on slicks? Or was it slicks versus inters or something? Or was it just mediums versus softs or something, and then the softs just like accelerated and rotated like nothing else? It's for sure some nice footage to watch. I wish I can experience a real race car, like in real life, in physical life, around this track. It must feel fantastic. He flashed me from quite far back, and then I wasn't sure if he is of the belief that I should move away from him, or otherwise he dives. Oh! I mean, I survived because I was lucky now, like there was no way I'm gonna avoid that if he rammed me from the left side. What was that? Where did he come from? Okay. I miss the RF2 tracks as well. I miss Daytona. And I miss... actually, I miss all these tracks from the US that have been available for a short time in RF2. But it was already the time when the focus was declining on RF2. Like, I want more races around Long Beach or Laguna Seca. Really great tracks for some types of cars. But I mean, you know, in sim racing it's hard to get bored of something anyway, even if there is only 10 tracks available, because there is so many track and car combinations and so many different settings that can happen, like with time of day, with weather, with the event format, with fixed versus open setups, that I feel like I'm still barely beginning to understand the sim, and obviously all the tire model updates that are coming. Keep it fresh. I mean, sooner or later we will have quite some tracks now that we get Silverstone, we get Paul Ricard with all 3000 layouts, and then what's the other one? I keep forgetting. And yeah, the Asian tracks, one day, I really hope they bring them in. And then suddenly we have 15 tracks almost available, and that's already whole calendar, so that's good enough, but you know, If I can vote for IMSA track pack DLC, yeah, that would be the most important for me. Bathurst win. Bathurst and Nordschleife. And again, it's the worst because it's so easy to just copy paste, like in 2 hours. We all could access if they were allowed to implement it, but contracts are contracts and you just cannot just have them, right? But the tracks are done, just quick import from RF2. You know, there are these troublemakers, hackers that sell hacks for different games, including for LMU, that we do our best to keep removing from the Discord servers and so on. But what they should do is hack the game in such a way that offline you could drive Nordschleife with LMU. That would be a good hack. Like that's what they should be doing, not hacking the tire wear and stuff like, or grip levels. Suzuka, oh yes. No, the biggest hater of Nordschleife is Michi Hoyer. But I like it. Although it's not really a good racetrack, right? Not for modern big cars, because it's impossible to overtake. Like, you need to wait for the whole lap to overtake. And then you have the straight in the end and the start-finish straight of the GP track. But you're stuck for most of the time, if the level is high enough. But with slower, weaker cars, smaller cars, it's great. Or as a hot lap track or just endurance track where like overtaking instantly is not the biggest priority. Almost fell in the ditch. I one day, like, I dream of one day being able to make a Nordschleife server with like 200 spots, and then we would have all the cars that are in LMU, like, I don't know, well, we have Hypercar, LMP2, LMP3, GTE, GT3. Well, we will have two variants of LMP2 as well, the ELMS and the WEC. So that's 5 or 6 classes, maybe 6 or 7 if we imagine that the Vanval is a different class. And then we would have like 30 cars of each class, and then we would have 24 hours of that. That would be awesome. Well, maybe not 24, like 12 is enough, with ×2 time progression. Again, you can do all that in many other sims, right? But it's hard to enjoy other sims when the tire models are better in certain sims. Actually, I do really enjoy Nordschleife in the original Assetto Corsa, but only under assumption that I don't need to go fast. The moment I need to go fast and compete against others, it's not funny anymore. Project Motor Racing got ELMS license. I mean, I hear different things about the game. And it seems like, I don't know, I have big doubts over it. Like, it could be a good sim, Kate, at some point, but let's see if it's gonna be a good sim. Need for Speed Underground 2. Yeah, I mean, that would count for me as well, kind of. Well, I don't... Was it released in 2002 or 2003 or 4? It was concurrent to F1 Challenge 99 to 02, which had arguably significantly better physics, so maybe it's hard to compare those. Ah, Unleashed, of course. Yeah, there are... I know... Yeah, that one is Underground, is like you... And wow, what was the abbreviation? I don't even know. There were so many Need for Speeds. I played like 3 or 4 of them and then I just mixed up all the names. U2 is Underground, yeah, of course. Nicholas, I have not tried ELMS at all. I was watching it when it got released, but it always felt like that there is something wrong with it. The way that the cars handle, especially the high downforce cars. Norman, it's just the normal cockpit camera, so it's just the move camera forward, backward, upwards, downwards, and then change the field of view. I have it at 26 degrees. Like I can show after I cross the finish line, because there is a little bit of a bug. Still, when you move the camera position within the cockpit, the game freezes significantly now and then for I don't know what reason. But I'll quickly show. I'm thinking in my head what was my first sim actually. If IndyCar Racing 2 counts, it's making kind of a comeback now, like GP Labs have programmed a force feedback for it. It's absolutely insane. Well, Mr. Paul is unhappy with the shit show of a lobby, but it was good fun from my POV. Right, yeah, so I have it like this. Maybe is it better visible if I put this to this POV? One moment, yeah. So like around 100, around 30 to 40, and then FOV was, I don't even have it mapped, but it's 26. Yeah, I went straight from IndyCar Racing 2 to F1 2000, which kind of didn't work, it kept crashing. My first experience with the predecessor to RF2 and LMU, like it was crashing constantly. But then I got F1 Challenge and that one didn't crash. So I enjoyed that one for a couple of years. +2. I actually am quite close to Gold 2 here. Right. Quickly register for WEC experience. So, what I was thinking here... Oh, we have Bono House! Ooh. Yeah, what I was thinking was, since this is the last kind of race before probably Bob coming, I will do what Mr. Kevin said, chose, which is the Glicken house, because supposedly for whatever reason it's fast around here. Nice painting there. Now I just hope that the car is fast on fixed setups. But it should be good fight against the Ferrari. Let's see. Yeah, Forza to ACC seemed like a popular jump to make. Yeah, I just went F1 challenge to RF1 to RF2. Was just the direct progression, and it always felt natural to make. Is it fast and difficult or fast and easy to drive? If you mean the Glick, I don't even know. I haven't driven it for a long time, but what I remember is that it was really good fun to drive. So what do we even have in the setup? It's very heavy, right? It doesn't have the battery. I mean, I'm just gonna go out and see what happens. Oh, it's a night race. Oh, actually, let me move that camera position forward, because I can barely see what's going on. Ah, there is the freezing. You see the freezing? It stutters when I move the camera. Okay, that's nice. Ah, yeah. When I exit this server, I'm gonna decrease the details, because Interlagos is quite taxing, I think. Always feels a bit stuttery. Right, brake bias. I need a David in my chat to tell me what he used for his victory in the WEC championship. Or was it another race? I think it was WEC championship, where the Glick won. Yeah, when you're driving and adjusting FOV. No, yeah, not FOV, POV. When changing the camera position. But I was talking, I think, about two different stutters anyway. Like, every time I join Interlagos at night, it feels like it's kind of stuttery in a way. Although my FPS is stable, 138. What a lovely car. Just need to wrap my brain around it. think I need something with anti-roll bars to avoid the understeer. So there is something with hybrids that make the cars a bit weird to drive, like the hybrid cars. And so the non-hybrid cars are just in some weird way more pleasant to race. I don't quite understand why, but it is like that. But if you drive a hybrid hypercar and turn off the hybrid, then you will lose a lot of braking performance, so it's just not viable. Though I heard stuff about people doing it and being fast, but I don't know if that's really the truth or if they are just messing with people's minds. Okay, so fuel ratio seems to be around 1. One 1.1, 1.0. I think the Glick is bad when it comes to downforce, but good in top speed as well. And kind of it's lighter because there is no battery, so slow corners are nice. Need to balance the brake bias against the ARBs. Just not sure how. Still locking up front right. Wait, what? Do I have two assignments on the same... What was going on there? I was changing TC and it was changing rear ARB at the same time. Anyway, I'm just gonna change via MFD. Right, that's too much rearwards. Mid 49. Ah yeah, the Genesis engine is gonna be just two Rayleigh 4 cylinders glued together, right? I don't know how exactly Glick does it, but if it's the same, then it makes sense that it sounds similar. I'm gonna try something with PC. Okay, that handles well. 49.6, 32 ARBs, 957 slip or TC. Let me do 3 more corners, then I join the server. Whee! Okay, maybe 50.1. Math and flex tape. Another okay, another Glick. Yeah, I don't know if I can beat David because he's done this race already. I didn't change my graphic settings anyway. I'm gonna be fine. I will though change my HUD because I don't want the battery. Just gonna take the GT3 one. It's gonna load, right? My trust is in the programmers, there you go. No need to panic. Right, so what did I do? 9, 5, 7, and 51. Fuel ratio was 1.0, 1.1. Max pedal force. Could I use more? You know how I check that? I load the log. Come on. Then I go to inputs, check the brake, and see what the brake is doing. So basically, in the most straightforward braking zone, I am fully on the brake, but then I release it quite quickly, which means that I start locking up here, and probably I shouldn't really. Yeah, if it was like long straight line, it would mean that I'm able to use more than 90%, but maybe like 91, 92. Right. Well, quali fuel. How many? 8 minutes. Let's take 20 and let's see what happens. Right. Hi on okay. I can read. One day I will be a pro streamer and I'll actually manage to read all the chat. You replace your brake on your pit because you... So you mean you replace the brakes because you scrolled through here onto the brake change and then you by mistake take the new brakes, or... Like here I have the problem with the tiny pedal overlay that is doing this to replace brakes, right? It's going yes, no, but I never had a problem with it. But I mean, I've seen people doing what you describe there in the past, just scrolling through the pit stop menu in panic, and by mistake putting replace brakes to yes, and that's not a great thing. That's why you... Oppa. Oh, okay. That's why you lost so much time in the pits at Portimao. I understand. The track is damp. That's why it feels so weird. Is it gonna be wet for quali or what? Well, we will figure out in 1 minute. Yeah, this is tricky. Yeah, Shark, if it's flashing like that, it won't replace, but what if I, in the middle of flashing, just click a button on it? It's gonna be yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, but it's... will it just not allow me to replace brakes, or... You know, I have doubts over it. In case I one day need to replace brakes. Probably not happening anytime soon, but, you know. Okay. You know what? I don't know how many laps. Actually, you know what? I know what. It's 1-to-1 ratio, so I can calculate with whatever. But I forgot how many. So 8 minutes should be like 5 laps. That should be more than enough, probably. 7 laps of fuel. Let's quickly reduce that a bit. Okay. Not damp anymore. Why was the practice session damp? Who would understand? Oh, maybe... What if the race start is damp? We will see. Yeah, Shark, indeed. Like, I don't want to use plugins and overlays. I want to use just the game. But a lot of work needs to be done. But this customizable HUD, I think, is on the top of the priorities in that voting, or feature request on LMU forums. ARBs. 3, 2, come on. I think I will just take a bit more brake bias anyway, because the rear was snapping. Front left so cold. Gonna be a massive lockup into 2-1. Better than expected. Now, how far off David we will be? Half a second? Is that Graham Carroll? Quite an esports split. I need a bit more rear anti-roll bar, but it's a bit unstable in other places. maybe just my brake bias is way too far to the rear. That was messy. I hope the tires stay alive, kind of. I think David is trying like a single hot lap. Gonna be straight into low 23. I don't know. Now let's switch it up a little bit. +2 on the BB, and then rotate or invert the anti-roll bars. David 22.9, of course. The car kind of pulls a handbrake, difficult to control. So 10.5. Already gained, just need to bring it home. Alright. P1, P2 for the Glick. Is it? Yeah, David, no, you're... David is too optimistic. But I'm gonna take the P2. Okay. Well, what was it? 2.6 per lap. 40. I'm 60 divided by... What was the lap times 23? It's gonna be 24, so 84. Wow, so what am I doing? I'm gonna be 29 laps. %74%. Do I trust that? I'm gonna take a bit extras just in case. How much time? Half a minute. New tire. $2.6. Yeah, fuel is fine. Fuel is perfect. Let's just switch around the ARBs again. 2, 3. And that's it. Turn on headlights. Well, I did. Okay. Right, so, do I want to battle David into turn 1 or not? Like, he has some pace because he has driven this car around here. I haven't driven it for many months. Probably I shouldn't really mess with him, but let's see. Alright, let's have a nice one. Now the thing is that the Ferrari needs a lot less fuel, so they will be quicker at the race start. I cannot get the car to turn in there. It either turns or snaps. Or like it either turns too much or understeers. That's what I wanted to say. See the top speed difference. It's hilarious. Yeah, Christian, I didn't do a notice. I had in the back of my mind that maybe I will have a little bit of pace against David, but whom am I kidding?
He's here with gold 3 with only intention to go to platinum 1. One day I will hit the apex. Ferrari, see you in sector 2. It's crazy how this bop works. But again, next week, new bop. Hopefully. Although the Ferrari will probably receive the biggest hit. Because it's usually a Ferrari fest everywhere. Hit the apex. Incredible. House and Carol are gonna be so frustrated after this race. And there is no pit stop, so they will have to send it somewhere, some lap, from 300 meters back. Yeah, Nicholas, makes sense, although it depends on overall strength or like overall lap times compared to real life. If we are doing too quick lap times now, then everything should be slowed down. But then again, I think there is this thing with the minimum bop, like you cannot decrease mass of a car, but you can add mass to the car somehow. Like it's been like that in the server always, and then I don't really know how exactly bop is applied. Because it's like, it's not in the car file, because it's track dependent. But you know, there might be cars that are already on 0 kilograms added, and you cannot make them faster unless you add kilograms to the other cars. I still want to pull away from these Ferraris a little bit, and maybe not let David win by 3 laps. It's a Red Bull McLaren. That's a weird combination of words. And this is probably how LMP3 versus GT3 will feel like. With like a pro in GT3 and somebody that just about snuck into split 1 in LMP3. LMP3 will pull away on the straight, but in the corners it's gonna be slower, maybe. This traffic is not making my life any easier. Yeah, it's literally like a car with barely any downforce. That's a wrong way around, but I need to take it. Oh! It wasn't best. But maybe we all get slowed down now by this batch of traffic and I get them back. Thank you. Am I too far? Unlucky! Well, lucky with one Ferrari, unlucky with the other. Well, I was dumped when I, in this corner first, tried to overtake around the outside. Of course, the GT3s will always push wide because they have no front grip there. Right, max pace. But Carroll got absolutely destroyed there, poor man, by the spinning GT3. Eight tenths. I think I need like 5. It's a convenient Lexus. Could be more convenient. That's unlucky. I really pull 2 tenths on every acceleration zone, but then the Glick kind of stalls a bit. No damage, I think. Oh, there is repair all, but I don't think it really matters. Pace is actually there about. It's same every lap, 8 tenths out to the last corner. And Carroll is not really closing in. Five tenths. Come on. Left the space opened. I was surely expecting him to go on power and use all the track, but alright. I took my chance, it worked. Oof. Battling against Bonnehaus, what is it? 10 years into the past, Formula Sim Racing WC. I wasn't good enough then to battle him. Actually, he didn't drive in I think he finished after 2014 in FSR. Alright. There is pace. You cannot say that there isn't pace in this car. Especially now that we are burning out the fuel. The ratio of Ferrari is like... he needed 15 to 10 liters less than I for the race start. Or because we are only doing 3/4 of a stint, maybe it's 7 to 10 liters. but that's gonna equalize more and more. But well, back into P2. Now let's lose the P2 again because traffic is unlucky. No, let's yeah, exactly. I don't. Why am I even saying it out aloud? Uh-oh. It's fine. All good. Maybe not. Like, what should I do? I was so far ahead that I didn't really think I have to defend the inside. But then the GT3 panicked as well. So then we all panicked except for Bono. Bono knew exactly what he is doing. But it's not a problem because I have the Glick. What was that? Was that ever on me? I think he just locked up the rears while trying to switch back. Okay, well then, one Ferrari down, but there is still a Ferrari behind. He's flashing me, like, is he unhappy with something that I did? Like, I'm trying to recall what happened, but I don't think I ever had any fault on my own because I was way ahead and defending the position. He was doing the switchback. Anyway, 80 minutes to go to defend this P2, and then we see the replay. I keep feeling this micro lockup, so I keep lifting the brake. But maybe I should just accept it. He had space on the left. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the most frustrating experience where you kind of have pace to overtake, but you lack like 300 horsepower to, or like, you lack a DRS to do it. But it is kind of a Ferrari thing to go deep into a braking zone and then realize that there is not, that you're braking too early, sorry, braking too late, and then you go and brake a little bit harder, and then because of, well, hybrid and brake migration and so on, what happens is that you just fully lock the rear and it's not possible to get out of it. The Glick doesn't like these bumps on the outside. It really feels like there is barely any suspension. And I struggle with wear as well. Need to focus more. Fuel is perfect. I didn't know that Graham Carroll is the kind of guy who would flash you into several braking zones. I really wonder what the weight difference is between the cars, because like the way that the Glick accelerates out of corners is incredible. I don't really think it has like a drag advantage, or well, it obviously doesn't have a power advantage, but it's just so light because of lack of battery that it just goes. Then if you're a good driver, you can be even 13 seconds in the lead. Okay. I was just waiting for a big Porsche moment when he will just shot across the track to the right side. Luckily he collected it. The lack of battery is not a weight advantage. I mean, I thought it was. I admit I am not the biggest tech freak, or not the biggest what's the word even, like I didn't study the hypercars to the core of the regulation, so I don't know exactly how they do it. So I might be wrong, but I thought that, well, for sure the Valkyrie doesn't have the battery either. Is lighter. I mean, there is a minimum weight, right? There is a minimum weight, but you can deal with it in different ways. Creating preferable center of gravity, or like, I mean, it's difficult anyway to create a better center of gravity by removing battery, because that's just a lot of weight in the perfect spot. But well, I mean, what's the other reason why the Glick would just pull 2/10 out of a hairpin? Or a slow corner? It's either it's got more power, which it kind of cannot have, or it's a bit lighter, or maybe it's just a bop thing on this track. Understeer. But anyway, curse and DRS and boost on, and off we go. Don't turn in, thank you. Ural Tritter, thank you for the sub, welcome. So we should have 7 to go. And what I would love to do is to do some actual good laps, but yeah, this traffic is tricky. David is doing 23.9. So let me at least do low 24. I'm struggling so much on the brakes. Not sure if it comes through on the screen. But yeah, like I brake a bit more and it locks up. But I brake a bit less and I just miss the apexes and have to brake so early. This is such a hard car to bop. Because at the race start it's always gonna be slower, heavier. It will struggle in corners, but in the quali trim, I don't know. Like, even if it gets quite a significant bop specifically for this track, you can always nail the quali, do well at the start, and then just keep driving, and nobody can do anything to you. It takes a lot of bop. Uh-oh. Yeah, there you go. What am I talking? It takes a lot of bop to slow down a car that has 3/10 quicker straight line performance. Nice fight. He really helped me rotate there into the left. But you see, like, even if traffic just completely kills me, or if I do a big misjudgment with the traffic, next straight, I'm in the battle again, at least. If not again through, so just feels so surreal to drive it. And then again you take it on any other track and it's gonna be 2.5 of pace. Or maybe it should be decent at Monza, although it struggles over the curbs, and at Le Mans. But then again, Le Mans has the Porsche curves and the whole sector 3, where this car should absolutely lose 5 seconds compared to other cars. And now the rear locks up. It's surely not the easiest to drive, but it's nicely raceable. Looking forward to see the bop values next week, if and when they come. In the freezer, that's exactly the exact situation, and it's beautiful. I mean, yeah, of course one can add a lot of downforce on it. I've never tried personally setting up the car. Though it could be that it's just inefficient, or that you add the rear wing and all that you do is just induce a lot of understeer in high speed. It feels well balanced in high speed, like in that double ride. I'm not sure if I would want more rear wing or more understeer aero balance. But my biggest struggle is for sure on the brakes. Maybe the 2.5 brake migration is too much. But 2 laps to go, I'm not gonna try it now. is flashing me. That means I have to brake carefully. Thank you. Ow. Try to avoid, but got touched from behind. That's the worst situation when the GT3 doesn't know if he should turn in or avoid, but there is no good situation if you're a GT3 in that case. You're gonna get crashed in anything you do, but I mean, to be honest, what the GT3 has to do there is just to be as predictable as possible. Just stay to the racing line or commit to very outside, much in advantage or in advance. Last lap. Have one or two GT3s. Probably right in the worst possible position. I don't know what I have to do in that place. I think I did the correct thing of just waiting on the racing line. Could try to go around the outside, but you can always get pushed then on the curb. Anyway, it's a Glickenhaus 1 and 2, one for the history books. Next week probably Bob happens and that's not possible anymore, but... or maybe it's possible even more. Okay, GG. A nice win for David as he gains a little bit extra on his way to Platinum 1DR. Isota suffered maybe from having bad drivers, but it used to be quite well bopped on some tracks. I'm just gonna quickly check. 5 minutes to the next race. I'm gonna quickly check the moment where the problem happened for Bono. Straight into the scene of murder. Let's see. Round outside. Goes for the switchback. I mean, he went onto the grass and then understeered off into me. That curb though, it's worth remembering because that curb is bumpy. It throws you at some point onto the track. So if you don't know that's gonna happen, then this can happen. And that's dangerous then in my position as a Glickenhaus as well. I should have left more space. Although like, at the moment I committed, I still was full car ahead. Like, okay, everything just happened so fast, like, I knew he was going onto the curb, but at this point I still see his rear wing in the mirror. He's still kind of behind, just about gaining the overlap. Racing incident. We both could have done more, but in the heat of the situation, like, it just happens so quick that it's very hard to react. Croissant podium. Bono still gained the R anyway. Okay. Quick jump into the final race for today, which is gonna be the most esports. Why? Look at that! Like everybody's silver 2, silver 3. Like what? I'm doomed. I'm really doomed. There is nothing I can do. I'm gonna lose the R here unless I pull out like an insane performance. John practice, let's go. They were all gold 2, gold 1, like now they are all silver. Now it's my time to become silver. Just win. Copy. I'm on it. We get the Glick's engine, but it's not the same engine, right? It's kind of like that, yeah. I need to read on my Genesis knowledge a bit more. Right, so I have a bit of text here. What was it? 52, and then I went ABS free because I'm stupid, but that felt the best. I think it's 8.2, not 9.2. 3, 4, 5 TC. I'm gonna do it while driving because there is not much time to practice anymore. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it's 8:2 ratio, not 9:2. Ooh, okay. It was a weird snap. This Aston really requires a lot of lock.
Hello.
Michi, hello.
Wide mirror bug. Or not ultra wide mirror.
Ah, you got the bug.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't have it this time.
So turning mirrors on and off.
Will not help, you need to restart the game, I think.
Copy. What's your pace in Aston?
I forgot.
No, you don't.
No, literally, like I did 10 laps or 15 laps before, but I fully forgot. I'll check Motek on a straight.
So Leiden did 50.2 in the Beamer, and Gibbo did 50.4 in the Lexus, and I did a 51.1. But I guess skill issue.
Okay, event started. I see a 50.6, but I lost like 2 tenths. But I thought the Lambo was great here.
Yeah, there was a Lambo in P1 with a 50.2, but I don't recognize the name, so I'm not sure whether it was Quali or race fuel. But like I can maybe do a high 50, so skill issue, I guess.
That's a race pace, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. The race has an article about Genesis. Well, we will know more and more about Genesis through the next weeks.
How did they all end up below me in safety rating?
You mean DR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared as well.
Like, how do I get the number 2 here?
I was just talking about it, like it's crazy. It's funny how everything worked. Everybody lost it.
Everybody lost it. We will keep donating. Seeing
I don't know.
a yellow figure is going to be such a rarity in the future.
But like it should be the other way around. Like more people are driving, so there should be more DR available.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Or is it more fast people arriving and gaining DR from us? But it doesn't feel like that. They are like all the good people already had gold DR, kind of.
Every race I started, I was behind Huben, I was behind Leiden, I was behind I don't know who else.
They were
Six
gold too.
even. They were all in gold 1 and suddenly they are all in silver 2, like what the hell?
Clary was gold 2 at some point. Huben as well.
So was I.
I was gold 2 half a year ago, I think.
We ain't make it back, will we? Are you running ABS 6 or ABS 9?
3.
3?
I don't know, I cannot rotate the car, like it just goes straight.
What?
But maybe it's an Aston thing. Or maybe I'm an idiot, but I went brake bias to the front and ABS down and it feels better.
I'm just literally trying the same, because I usually run ABS very much to the rear, but I keep spinning into every medium speed turn that requires trail braking.
I tried at 44.5 front ABS, front brake bias with 9 ABS, but it felt horrendous. Like understeer into the corner and then suddenly a snap. But 3 is balanced.
And what front bias?
52.
52?
Yeah, I need it. Like I don't try to replicate it too much. Maybe it's a lot different for the Lambo.
Yeah. I may as well run like whatever I ran all the time and just like finish P15. Going to silver 2.
Wait, which rating do you have now?
I am like 95% silver 3.
Am I the only gold?
Yes. That's why you weren't P1.
Suddenly, I think I have something important to do in the kitchen. I think I'll be back in 20... Wait, I cannot
You can't
unregister.
unsign anymore.
I'm doomed.
We both are. We're sitting in the same boat.
I'm 85% on gold 1, so almost gold 2, you know.
How many? 8.1? No. 81% of
81,
gold.
yeah.
Unless you win, you're gonna wave goodbye to that.
Yeah. Let's see. Evening done, evening Johnny. Joao, about Aston versus Ford, it's a difficult one.
Man, I gotta start P15 in Monza and a GT3 fixed. Turn 1. Here we go.
Wait, how much is it? 38 cars overall?
I assume. Imagine P35 going to the grass on the inside, completely taking a strike in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, about Aston, so Aston is... how would I say? I think Aston is a really good car overall, but maybe it never has the peak pace. But the Ford, I think the Ford is really good. Maybe it's the best on the brakes. It's good on acceleration. 15 minute quali, and we have quite limited tires, so we will not go out straight away. But we will calculate a little bit. So Ford, like the Ford won the 6 hours of Qatar, the event, the driver swap event. It was really good.
Qualifying is 15 minutes.
Yeah, and you have only 2 extra tires.
RIP.
Where is it? 3.4 per lap.
But I mean, I need like 5 laps to get the tires even on temperature.
Yeah. True. Yeah, hopefully that's good enough. People are already on track. Yeah, maybe I just need to take a bit more fuel and just drive. Although the wear is real, like it will slow down the pace. I don't know. Did I even answer about Mustang? So I think Mustang is really good on some tracks with open setup, but overall it's a bit of pace on several tracks. But you know, Bob could be coming next week. Let's see with the update. It can change a lot of things. Yeah, copy, Oscar. Maybe worth it. Right. Well, let's go. So the left side tires will heat up well, but the right side will stay cold, and then we get the 2 new tires for the race start. That's the plan. The Mustang is good when you go straight and brake in a straight line, and then don't have to accelerate. Come on! Where is the grip? Like, what is this? I think I know what's up. I think I know what's going on. Wait, let me not mess this up. Settings, controls, calibrate. No, it's on. I thought it was off. Well, it is what it is. I don't know what value I should do, and let's not change anything in the middle of Quali. Le Mans, no chickens. Yeah, that's a solid layout for the Ford. Pony go brr, yeah. Well, let's see, because I think with current Bob it's not as good on the straights as it should be. It's just so heavy. So sometimes it feels like you cannot really out-accelerate any other car. Ford at Sebring, that's indeed a nice combination. I've been enjoying it quite a lot.
very bumpy. So let's see the 49s. Well, how do you make a Mustang lighter? Do you just downscale it a bit? Make it more European? Ford Fiesta GT3 suddenly. Okay, so yeah, Neil with the Aston is already 2 laps ahead with tire warm-up. But I think I should easily do a 49. Not sure about low 49 though. The problem with this championship is that some people are taking it quite seriously. I mean, it's not really a problem with championship, it's a problem with me. Yeah, I need 1 more second that I'm never gonna gain. But well, half a second would be nice. This car really hates the curbs. I lost a 10th and a half there. Still in top 10, that's nice. Why did I lack like a liter to be able to make the extra lap. But alright, 2 more attempts. And delta is not as nice as previous lap. That's better. And that's not better, but Delta is happy. Back into top 10. Quite an Aston party at the top, I see. Look at that. That was a very little loss on the delta. In hindsight, I really slided. Beautiful. Before, I think. It is before. Okay, well, I'm getting somewhere in this championship. Took me 8 rounds to qualify in the top 4. Oof. Right, so 4.16 per lap of the virtual energy. And if we are doing 50s, what is that, 90, well, 110 seconds? It's 425 laps. And that is 104%. I cannot click more than 100% though, so gonna be a fuel save race. Need to save extra lap of fuel. Yeah, 4 per lap. 4 per lap is the max. Let's take a bit more of TC. Let's take fresh on the left side. And then I don't know what to do with ABS. I'm scared of free. But it felt better.
Nice lap.
Thank you. Where are you?
Well, I said the top 15 are decent drivers, and I said in before I finished 16th, and I finished 16th.
Ah, I see.
Ah.
Well, get ready for some lift and coasting.
Yeah, I found out so too. But I don't need lift and coast, like all I need is a graveyard after turn 2.
Yeah. Meet back in Aston Cup. It's only 29 cars. Yeah, I think, yeah, 4 splits. It just split us in splits of 29 instead of 38. That's fine. Gibo in P last. He's on his Smurf anyway. Now what? P1 is on the left. Or is it on the right? I never remember.
So, Aston Cup with the BMW.
Yeah, let's see what Leiden does. Probably P1 after lap 1, and then after 20 minutes, BMW tires gone. But it's
I'm
a
here
cold,
to pick up the pieces.
cold track.
37 degrees is it that cold?
Oh, it's the oh, that's interesting. It's proper Italian summer evening. Okay.
All I need is a sort of decent result today for the championship. Everything else, I don't care.
Yeah, I did Bob 2 reasons, so I don't care about championship, but
Yeah.
I need the top 3, right? Not to lose 10. So see you after lap 1 in P23 or something.
Now we did it in VMS already, so
Well, enjoy. Good luck.
likewise.
I was too scared about ABS 3. I think 6 is safer for the long run. We're lift and coasting a bit anyway. Tommy against the Astons. Wait, is the BMW bad or good on the start? I never remember. I think it's decent. Although it's front engined. I remember the BMWs at Le Mans were quite quick out of the chicanes. But here we go. Monza turn 1 incoming. I'm not in the mood for a side-by-side into second chicane. Not at all. Just save us fuel. Please work with me. He doesn't want to. And just like that we lost a second to P2 and wasted fuel. I cannot take the line that he's taking. I tried. I kept snapping if I touched that second curb. So let's keep the target. We need 3.96. Front just doesn't bite, I don't know. Like in low speed I turn in and just nothing happens. My accent is badass. Do you mean the accent or the Hyundai? But thank you. Thing is, I do have a Hyundai accent. Parked right outside of the block. I need to try this line then. Actually, it's not too bad. I think it's bad if I try to make it flat out. Right on the fuel target. That second chicane is such a struggle. It feels like the Aston doesn't want to take the sausages. Half a point, okay. Nick, this is the last round of the LMS GT3 Fixed Championship. Am I just not turning in enough or what? It has a really huge steering range. That green stuff really feels slippery. I never had this feeling before with other cars. And I don't think the track has had any updates, so maybe it's just the Aston thing. Usually if I leave the brake a bit into the apex I get more rotation, but again with this car it's not like that. But it's stable, that's important. Yellow cut. It kind of works to turn in a lot, but not really. Little slippery in Lexus too. To be honest, this is the first time, like ever, that I feel like the second curb in the second chicane is more takeable than the first one. That's weird. Anyway, pace is nice. Fuel is on the target. Pressure from behind is decreasing. Yeah, I don't think I could have braked later, or I don't understand this front grip. Anyway. As long as it isn't orange. Daniela, that's a great question. Ah, come on. Then that's what happens if I press it harder. And Huben is saving fuel more behind. Dear pace. Still P4. But man, do I struggle with understeer cars. Makes me think if I really want to keep doing GT3 Fixed Championship at all. There's been always good racing. So that's why I've been doing it, and it coincides well with my Tuesday stream slot. So I might not really have a choice. It would be such a nice thing if we, maybe for the GT3 Fixed, had the choice between the CDA LMU setup and the LMU defaults. It would just make it more approachable, because yeah, the default setups are really made in the most safe and drivable way for everyone. I struggle hard with the lack of grip on the front. I'm doing surely something wrong with brake bias. Or maybe put it 48. Yeah, P2, P3, 3/10 quicker. Finally a good chicane. Alright, I think I get it now. too greedy with the cuts. Dan, that's a great question. If you guys at Studio 397 allow me to scroll through the HUD, I will be able to tell you. Otherwise, I cannot tell you. You make request, great. Where is my front tire? Yeah, I mean, the more you do these understeer setups, the more you have to rotate it with crazy brake settings on the entry. I guess I'm using too many of racing excuses today. Need to drive faster. Wait, Huben has fallen down to P8. I missed that. Michi P13. Copy. So he's making progress. That's a chicane. Hi VNA. Well, I use vehicle set. So was it? I don't know what is it on Aston. It's just the default. But it feels too slow on the steering, like the steering ratio is too small or too big. I forgot how it's defined. Like I need to turn way too much to get the desired input. And then of course the fixed setup doesn't help, if I may use the excuse one more time, because you really need to, well, kind of rotate on the entry and then just straight line on the exit, and then if you have faster steering it helps with that. Why was that 130 millisecond gain? I'm gonna take it, but I don't understand. Yeah, it's a well, yeah, the automatic or like the yeah. Like that vehicle set or like vehicle rotation defaults, vehicle defaults, yeah, that check mark is ticked or like that box is ticked. VNA, I've done some Bob tourism because I started this championship with the Mustang, which on the fixed setup is way off pace. So I don't know at all. And here is a 50.6, so I'm matching now the guys ahead, which is great. In-game rotation setting, I mean, that's what I think I'm talking about. Like there is this, there are several angles, like maximum driver or maximum steering wheel angle from driver or something like that. I mean, no, it's called maximum steering angle, and then you can select from driver, software, default. I don't know. There are some options. I can double check after the race. Yeah, Alexa, indeed. The shift is popping beautifully. I don't know if I like the engine sound. Like it's a bit weird. Maybe it's again just my headset or the way that LMU designs the sounds, which is like very good. All the frequencies are there, perfectly ratioed, but it lacks a little bit of that feeling that some cars on ACC or race room have, which kind of makes your head vibrate and feel like you're actually in the car. Actually have similar complaint about the Valkyrie. It sounds exactly like the real thing. From outside it's spot on, but from inside, like maybe I would just need some better headset that adds some bass, or I don't know. But I feel like more in the car when driving ACC or race room, even though, well, race room I haven't driven for quite some time, but I remember that AMG sound was really, really nice. The Bob don't like me. I mean, I've been disrespecting the Bob a bit. Actually, front left is quite hot. Yeah, Leiden has discovered, I don't think the BMW will destroy the fronts enough. The Lexus was good in fixed setup. Lexus problem was that I think I did even season 1 or season 2 of GT3 fixed. I mean, it was the season before this one, I think, that I took the Lexus for the fixed, and in the hot conditions it was great, but it was mostly cold conditions, so it struggled a bit. But this is quite a procession. I mean, every GT3 fixed race was almost every race was kind of a procession for half of the race, but then things crashed or exploded in a good or bad way. But now I see Ciclari behind has too little energy. He has to save more. Huben is dropping behind. Howells will never catch us, so it's P4, P5. Unless I find something crazy to catch Neil. It was spot on the brakes, but I didn't expect such a positive rotation from the rear, so I panicked a bit. VNA, not really. I protested the second one because the first one was, I think, just like such a freak incident. Where it would be impossible to prove any guilt on the GT3 because it was really just such an extreme case of being kind of forced to go around the outside and use the runoff and then not being able to return because GT3 is not yielding. And obviously, if I had one more second or two to decide what to do, I would have avoided the crash. But the second one, later on in the race, was just a slam dunk because he just turned in on me, spun me around. Well, that's a lapped car in the mix. I lied and with purple. Yeah, that is GG for him. Come on! Car! I don't know. Should I blame myself? Should I blame the fixed setup? Should I blame the tire model? This crazy push on the exit, I mean... Again, these GT3s are heavy, they don't really have much downforce. So maybe that's how it should be. Yeah, I don't know. I try to rotate on the entry, it kills me. I try to rotate on exit, I go straight. All I can do is just accept that my pace is 50.7 and just do it lap by lap and finish before, and that's the day over. Actually, I'm quite happy that this is more uneventful, better for my rating, and I've had 2 fun races before anyway. I really don't understand. Yeah, you have to go fast in, slow out. Ed, hello, about the topic of cheaters. Well, what can I say? We discussed it in my Discord once upon a time. Like, the fun... I just don't know what to think of it, but because all the fun in racing is that you use all your skills to beat the opponent. So then if you put a cheat on it, like, what? You don't want to have fun or what? Or like, what's the deal? The racing is gonna be worse. I mean, if you kind of want to drive or POP yourself to be quicker, then you're never gonna make it quicker in the correct way. Like you will have then... I mean... You will be too quick on the straights to slow in the corners, or you will be too slow in the corners too quick on the straights, or you will have less tire wear, so you will just overtake everybody towards the end of the stint. But like that's not what's fun. Like the fun is that you have the same conditions. Then I see that if there is a $1 million prize pool, then people will try to cheat because they want to make a living out of it, and they think cheating is a way to do it, which is terrible, but people have been doing that since the start of civilization. But then cheating just for the sake of being quicker in the dailies, like, it's just less fun. Like, why would you do it? So that's my thinking. And then if you spot a cheater, obviously protest and hope that the devs quickly come up with some anti-cheat device that will be able to somehow detect stuff. I see relics. Yeah, I know that people pay crazy money to get the cheats, but again, like, what's the point? They are destroying their own fun. obviously there are many sorts of peoples on the planet. Some people just have medical conditions which makes them enjoy wrong things. So I will not judge them personally, but I don't want to race against such people. Luckily in the top splits, I hope there are none of those people. And if there are, let them get exposed sooner rather than later, right? The fun is cheating, yeah, I don't know. Then why do sim racing? Then maybe there are more fun games to cheat. Yeah, they go up to crazy prices, and it's why? So 3 laps to go. 6/10. It has same pace and a little bit more energy, so it's gonna be hard. Well done. I think most important thing for the next champ, the next fixed champ, or yeah, maybe even if just for champ, if not for other dailies, is having the chance. The choice between CDA and the defaults. That will make the most. That will make it much more fun for top level players. And then 2 tires versus, or like 6 tires versus 4 tires. So both have their own charm. But I happily take 2 tires less, but then make quali 7 minutes long, not 15, because 15 minutes you will have to calculate then what makes more sense. Save tires, qualify worse or better, and it's a bit of a waste of time. ELMS drive overlays. I have really not heard of them, so I will have to double check. Such a weird race, like, we all have exactly the same pace. And that's one lap to go. That was fun. That was a nice finish. G Jules. Ooh. Well, what a weird championship. Like it was always like that. Like just that this race, nothing happened for the whole race, but then something happened in the end. Usually things went crazy with like 10 minutes to go or 15. All right. I mean, I thought I had a little bit of more overspeed there, but I guess I scrubbed a bit too much trying to stay so tight. See Michi P13 in the end.
I don't know how to drive a GT3, like I don't.
Yeah, I keep spamming Dan, telling him about having both CDA and stock setups available for next season. It will make things much easier for us.
I don't think so. Like,
I'm sure it will for me.
for you maybe, but like I lose 35 seconds to you guys in the front, and like I don't know, 20 seconds to Ruben. So it's like, yeah, that's a skill issue rather than a setup.
A bit of a Lambo issue as well, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only like I had yellow front and rear, and I hit to 63 to 64 on the straights only. I think you had like Aston has at least 266, kissing it.
Well, Aston is always good on the straight. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one.
It's
the ending
fine.
was nice. I'm just gonna quickly check the start because...
Just another peel off of the R. Had some good battles though.
Guess how much I'm gonna lose. I mean, I'm gonna... actually, I have to exit the server before I lose the replay, right?
Yep. Well, I think I'm gonna be at minus 15. Ah, minus 22.7.
I'll guess minus 3.5. Minus 4.1. Okay, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. P13, P16, 22.7. It's amazing.
Well, I gained 2 and 2.5, I think, in previous 2 races today. And now I lost 4, so I'm basically tied, so that's a good stream for content.
Oh yeah. I don't know, like, didn't the guy say there's 2 drop rounds?
Oh, yeah, we need to check the overall standings now.
Because I only have 1.
I mean, I changed the car 2 times, so...
Yeah, well, you are out of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I should be ahead of Siglari.
What am I clicking here?
Maybe tight.
Where is it? My brain is fried. Championships. GT3 fixed. Standings. Well, Dario has won it, right?
Yeah, Dario has won, and then I think I'm second. Although, let me calc. What is my second?
Let's check the replay then. BMW LMDH meta, here we go. Hopefully soon. I would love a bit of BMW meta in VMS, right? Would like to win that championship. I don't know what to say about the race. Is that a fun race that we had, or is it not fun? Like, it's been a terrible procession for most of the time, but it was a proper mental fight of trying to persuade myself that I can do it, even though the car is not cooperating. And then I kind of started driving around the issues that I have, and suddenly car was fine, and I was still consistently doing same lap times while the guys ahead went slower and slower. I enjoyed it overall. Leiden with the TC override.
Yeah, I think I should be third. Oh wait, I didn't look at the overall.
Should have gone for
Yeah, I
me
think I
here.
need to come back to this page at some point.
Yeah. Right, and then my skill issue kicked in, and there was nothing else to do than... Yeah, I mean, if I defend here, then we lose all the contact to P1 and P2. I left as little space as I was getting away with it. All the time you have to leave the space. And then I left him the space. I mean, then again, that was it for the race, right? Nothing else happened. Quick look at the finish. Could have done anything here to get the position. It was a really nice switchback. Maybe I could have broken a bit later, but I didn't dare. He must have panicked so hard here. TC override, if you ask Michi, he's gonna tell you that he gains a couple of milliseconds every exit. But to me, it's not worth it. Or well, depends on what TC settings you have. I just don't want to spam a button everywhere. I feel like I'm losing more time focusing on clicking the button at the correct time than just maybe losing 5 milliseconds by worse acceleration, but actually not having to reach for the button. I mean, I have the buttons on the back side anyway. I mean, I cannot really show, but like there is this rocker shifter behind, there is two shifters, and then at the bottom there is clutches, which is crazy, and it's such a luxury to have. So it's really easy to squeeze from behind to get the override, but still I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, Vanval meta, maybe it's gonna be quick on some tracks after the bop. Yes, Erban, exactly. Exactly. And then, you know, kill the button because too many presses. And then you need to learn that it's on a different button, and then, yeah, I don't want. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. On Thursday, we will have a nice WEC championship.
So much pain.
For
Me. I guess you're still on
for the
it.
minus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just checking my championship lead in WEC championship before I close the stream to feel better.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Look
If
at
I
that.
go there, I feel even worse.
Well, you're in the wrong class.
Yeah. Arguably.
Tomorrow, tomorrow is ELMS, so on Thursday we'll have this. Did you say tomorrow? I meant this. On Thursday we will do a very nice Bahrain final, and I don't even need to do that crazy well, I think. Although I'm not fully sure how is it with drop rounds here, because Leiden has more effective drop rounds. 319. Yeah, let's see how close it gets, but he has like... I just need to finish top 3, I think. Not too far behind him, and then it's gonna be fine. Anyway, till then, have a very nice evening. Nice middle of the week, and see you soon. Bye bye.